Oversharing on social media takes a unique blend of narcissism, loneliness, and desperation that some people just seem to be born with. It's like the personality trait cocktail of your local TikTok mom that somehow, inexplicably, can't help but run their mouth about shit that we really shouldn't be privy to.
I hate Thanksgiving this year.
But they can't help it. So here we are, collectively, as Leon Lush viewers, getting privy as hell to some shit we don't need to know. But we'll indulge in anyways, because if we've learned anything in the last decade, it's that social media has turned people's trauma into toilet time entertainment.
You know what really sucks?
Yes, people who share every detail of their personal life on social media.
You know what really sucks? And how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Looks like, according to your caption here, Thanksgiving sucks! This mom is freaking done! Sounds like you have something you'd like to share with us. I can't wait to hear it.
I took the other post down because there was a lot of comments. Good comments, don't get me wrong. You know, I've been cooking and everything, trying to make a good Thanksgiving.
Spoiler alert. Okay, we're going to witness this woman right now drag her family on social media on Thanksgiving Day, and we're going to chat about it. We're also going to look at a mom who uploaded a video of her child that basically incriminates her for whooping her toddler's ass.
I'm afraid you'll whoop me.
And stay till the end because we're going to witness this dinner date gone horribly wrong.
Can I walk you to your room?
But first, I'm going to do what Maud Duke should have done before blabbing her mouth to the internet and enjoy this glass of wine, which was made possible by today's video sponsor, Bright Cellars. A new box from Bright Cellars recently arrived, and let me tell you, I am giddy with joy. It's the holiday season, and I can't think of a better gift for yourself or a loved one than the convenience of delicious curated wine showing up on your doorstep. Wine is joy. Whether you're hosting or bringing a gift to someone else's party, it brings people together and it never disappoints. Just last week, my wife and I hosted Thanksgiving at my house here, and instead of having to make a panicked last-minute trip to a packed liquor store, I could relax because I had a wine fridge full of delicious varietals from all over the world thanks to Bright Cellars. I just took a 7-question quiz and they matched me with wines that they knew I'd love, and they nailed it. Those wines are all gone now, which is why I'm glad these babies are here, because this is my favorite part. Every box comes with these wine education cards with tasting notes, suggested pairings, and information about every bottle that makes each glass of wine a unique experience. Cheers. Oh yeah. As a former bartender, this is the first time in a long time I've been excited to try new wines and expand my palate, and it's because Bright Cellars makes it so convenient and takes out all the guesswork. Partnering with them also helps me continue to allow making content that I love, and by giving them a shot this holiday season, you not only get some great wines, you're directly helping support my channel. For a limited time only, to get $50 off your first 6-bottle box and $20 off your second box, that's $70 off, just click the link in my description to get started. Thank you guys so much for listening, and happy holidays. All right, let's discuss.
You know, my daughter yesterday, I would go spend the night with my friends. Jane, you know, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. She didn't care. So I said, fine, forget it. Just go. I won't even do Thanksgiving. Fuck it.
I won't even do Thanksgiving. Fuck, you want to see your friends Thanksgiving Eve? Am I crazy, or is Thanksgiving Eve not the biggest night in America of the year for people to go out with their friends to bars and get together? Everyone's home from school or wherever they migrated to, so you all go out to the local bars to see those people you don't see all year long, old friends from high school and shit. Wanting to go out to see your friends the night before Thanksgiving is about the most predictable thing a child might want to do. And Mom over here wants to cancel Thanksgiving. Seems like a little bit of a reach, Mom. That's all I'm saying. She continues.
Because my son ain't here either. He's with his girlfriend's family.
Son's with his girlfriend's family. Not unusual at all. Kids grow up, they get in relationships, and sometimes you do Thanksgiving at your in-laws. I think it's okay to be down about that. Your kids getting older can be emotionally taxing, but I most certainly wouldn't make a TikTok about it.
And I don't have family here, so it's just me. Us moms do not get appreciated. You kids are fucking rotten. I'm sorry to laugh, dude. I can't, like, she's clearly emotionally distressed right now, but fucking hell. She's not entirely wrong. I mean, kids can be rotten, and I do think the selflessness and sacrifice it takes to be a good parent generally goes underappreciated by the kids until maybe they get older and have an adult relationship with the parent. But I promise you, dragging them on the internet's not going to help the situation even a little bit. Not even this much, probably. I told her to fucking stay. I'll be okay.
Okay, clearly not. Like, clearly that's a lie.
Yeah, you'll be okay, and Liver King didn't do steroids. All right. Yeah. At least be honest with us. You are in shambles at the moment. Could have cried it out on your couch with some Bright Sellers. Daughter came home, you guys enjoyed a meal, talked it out, had a nice hug, but instead you fucking made a TikTok. Inexplicably. Why? What's going through your brain?
I feel like taking my tree down, taking everything down.
Then do it, pussy. You won't.
Because nobody appreciates what a mama does.
That is not true.
Nobody. I love staying with my mom and them, especially on Thanksgiving, Christmases, especially the day before while they're cooking all night long.
I think what you meant to say is your expectations of how this Thanksgiving would go are different than how it's actually going, and it's making you sad because it's maybe different than how you had Thanksgiving when you were growing up. That's totally fine. These are normal emotions to have, but this is the type of shit you need to work out with your family amongst yourselves. You don't pull up your phone and cry to a camera about it and post it online. That's batshit crazy. Is that mean to say? Like, I genuinely have empathy for this woman because familial issues are hard to manage. Everybody goes through it. But why would you go through it purposely online like this?
Right now, my husband's pissed off. He took off to go get her. I don't want to see her face.
Oh, she does have a husband. I was wondering if she's like a stay-at-home mom, no dad in the picture. Maybe that's a different dynamic, but husband was home. Yeah, dad's mad, but at least like it's not like you're totally alone. You got your hubby there with you. Guys could curl up by the turkey and enjoy each other's company. Let the kids fuck off, whatever. But no,
that's how mad I am. I don't want to see her fucking face.
Feels like you're being a little dramatic, maybe overreacting a bit, but I don't know the real details. I really shouldn't be judging at all because I shouldn't know that this is existing, because why the fuck are you posting it online? You could have cooled down, called her up, maybe dad went, brought her home, talked it out, worked out the differences, let her know how strongly you feel about her being there on Thanksgiving Day. Maybe it could have been a positive experience where you both could have learned something about each other. But instead, you're here on the Leon Lush YouTube channel spilling your guts to a couple 100,000 people. And I'll happily validate that parenting is hard. Absolutely. But dragging your family on TikTok is about emotionally immature as it gets.
These kids only think about themselves. They don't think about anybody else. I hate Thanksgiving. This year sucks. I'm so over it.
The irony of her saying that in this TikTok video is staggering. You know, there is an interesting pivot point that happens in the lifespan of a parent-child relationship where for so long the child is so needy and reliant on the parent, and there becomes a point where all of a sudden the parent becomes the needy one sometimes. I wish her the best. I hope they figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I hope their family gets closer from this experience. But Jesus, if anything, let this be a lesson to just have the self-awareness to keep some of this shit off the internet. Go in grace. Next up on Mom's Oversharing, we have this video of this adorable little girl incriminating herself and her mother simultaneously.
Hey, so why do you not want us to come in your room?
Because I'm afraid you'll want me for something.
Well, what did you do?
All right, first of all, this girl is fucking adorable. Secondly, nobody should be whooping this girl, all right? She's too cute for any of that.
Nothing.
Well, why would we whoop you then?
Because I didn't put nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Now, if I'm trying to extrapolate some context here, this sounds like a Southern family. I know it's very, not unusual for, the Southern families to give their kids a whooping, right? Like, getting a whooping, like that's a meme. It's been around forever. Like, you slap your kid's ass or whatever. These days, it's much less acceptable. There's all varying different levels of, spanking your kids, etc. That's certainly not a debate I'm trying to have, but apparently this mom has a bunch of videos on her TikTok where she gloats about the fact that she pops her child or whoops her child sometimes when she misbehaves.
No.
So then why would we whoop you?
Because I don't want y'all to come in my room.
So did you do something wrong?
No.
Then what's the problem?
Nothing.
So can I come look at your room then?
No.
So clearly this young girl did something wrong, and as her mother's interrogating her about it, she's showing clear signs of being afraid she's gonna get whooped for telling the truth. And instead of handling the situation like an adult and using it as a teachable moment with your young toddler, why not just whip out your phone, make a little fucking cute video you can post online and get a bunch of engagement from all your fucking mom friends? Because I'm so lonely and depressed that people engaging with my social media posts is the only thing that brings me brief moments of joy any longer. Relatable, honestly. I just try not to use my child's admission that I whooped their ass as the catalyst for that engagement.
You won't whoop me if I put my stickers on my furniture,
and there it is.
on my book thing.
So you put your stickers on your book thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
So you told on yourself.
my thing. It's alright, but I just wanted to paint it color.
So this sweet, darling young girl then goes on to tell the truth. She brings the truth to her parents, and instead of being, great time to be like, thank you for telling us the truth. That's great. I'm reinforce the behavior of being truthful with your parents. They laugh at her and mock her for telling on herself. It seems lighthearted enough, obviously, and it is. In the next minute and a half just goes on between this cute exchange
You won't whoop me.
of her
No, I don't think I will.
not wanting to get
No,
whooped.
get 'em
Dad
out.
takes over
Well,
for
we might
most of
have
the
to
rest
take
of the
them
video.
off because you're not supposed to have it on your furniture.
No, don't take them off. Don't come off.
And then she just pleads for them not to take the stickers off for the next minute or whatever. So, I mean, I'm not heavy judging them. I don't know anything about them outside this video. Could be a wonderful family. Again, according to the OP, the mom has a history of uploading videos talking about whooping or popping her child, right? Which is... I'm not here to debate parenting tactics. I was spanked growing up, and I turned out fucking amazing. And I have a great relationship with my parents. This is more about my disdain for using crucial moments like this with your developing toddler to farm engagement online. The only thing maybe more annoying than that is probabilistically childless Redditors being the judge and jury of proper parenting, which this thread is filled with. Terrible parents, with italics for emphasis. Relax, neckbeard, all right? It's not like she threw the kid down the stairs. Finally, we have a date disaster. Not a lot of context leading up to this incognito phone recording. I'll let you be the judge. Let's take a listen.
Well, I really appreciate it. Should I cover my half or...
No, I got you.
You sure? Oh, thank you so much. It was delicious.
Right out of the gates. Like, what? Why are we recording this kind of closing ceremony of a dinner date? Like, does everything need to be fucking recorded? Everything? Barring a scenario where this man is giving off serial killer vibes, maybe. He's asking you, he's kind of eyeing you up to see how well you fit in a freezer or some shit. Why does everything need to be recorded? I don't know what the scene is like these days. Maybe she's playing maybe she's playing it right. The other piece to this is, I've been on the internet long enough now that there's a pretty decent % chance this video was faked because shit like this oftentimes goes viral. I've seen stuff like this, these exchanges, especially when people don't show their faces. It's kind of like these dialogue exchanges that seem clearly fake. I'm just saying that's a possibility. Let's keep it going.
But I'm going to probably head up because it's late.
Oh.
And I have to get up early in the morning, so...
Oh, well, can I walk you to your room?
Goes in for the close.
I don't know if they allow if you're not staying in the room. It'd just be easier if you... But I appreciate dinner, and
I get it.
No, it's not like that.
I get it.
I don't think they allow you to... Did I just hear that correctly? If you're coming correct with the incognito phone recording to try and farm some clout online after the date, at least have a decent cop-out prepared. Holy shit. Yeah, no, sorry. This hotel, they don't allow people in it. So there's actually no way you could walk me to my room. So you're not allowed in the room, but you're not allowed... If you're not on if you're not in the database... They have so there's a list up front of who's allowed to walk. It's weird. Hotels aren't normally like this. But the retina scanner, probably you can't get by the retina scanner, I don't think.
No, it's not like that.
I get it. It's all
Seriously,
right.
is it? No, I mean, I don't fuck.
Man pays for dinner.
I don't fuck on the first date, and I feel like you've been kind of
Whoa! This is just so crazy to me. It's been a long time since I've been on a date. Don't get me wrong, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what it's like out there right now. Sounds like a jungle. But this went so quickly from like, hey, I'm happy to pay for the dinner. Yeah, man, I had a great time. The food was great. All right, like, and then 3 seconds later, it's like, yo, I don't fucking the first date. And he's like, oh, what, you want a free meal, bitch? You not fucking it out. I get it. You want a free meal? If this is real, it's super cringe from the guy. First of all, to be like, oh, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask a girl if you can walk her back to your room and she kind of is grasping at straws and comes up with an excuse like, I don't think they allow that in this hotel. That's like, yeah, no, not happening, buddy. All right. So the fact that he immediately went to, oh, I get it. I get it. That's some real cringe, like incel serial killer shit right there. You just got to eat the L on that one. If you were expecting anything to happen, that's weird.
You've been kind of like, you've been acting like it this entire time. Like,
All right. You just want a free meal.
no,
Understood.
no. First off, I
Understood.
have no problem paying for my own bill
Oh,
to
okay.
avoid something like this.
Then go for it. Do it.
I mean, dude, there's such a national debate about dating and like who pays for the bill. Should the guy pay? Like, my opinion is if you ask somebody out on a date, like if you ask a girl on a date, you're inviting her to be your guest on a date, you take care of that shit, right? It's very simple. I'm not saying like if you're in a relationship, right, and you guys are dating and you want to come to and you know, who knows what the economic situation is of either individual. You want to come to an agreement where you like trade off every other, whatever. But if you're like on a first date or a blind date, you invite someone out, like just pay for the shit. If covering a single dinner for two is enough to make you sweat, you shouldn't be taking blind dates out to dinner to begin with. Not to mention, I'm just gonna say this, but like dinner is not a good first date. It just is not. There's so many other better things you could do for a first date. Dinner is like a third, fourth, fifth date after you've vetted. There's some chemistry there. Go bowling, go to the arcade, go to like sit at a bar top for a beer or something. Something where you can quickly exit if you need to. You don't have to go through this awkward shit if the vibes aren't right.
Then go for it. Do it. Fuck it.
Are you serious right now?
Yep. Just do it. Pay for your own bill.
You're a fucking asshole. Like, I have no problem.
So the way the video ended is what makes me feel like it could have been fake, because I've seen a billion faked videos online and it just felt almost scripted in the last 5 to 10 seconds.
Do it. Fuck it.
Are you serious right now?
Yep. Just do it. Pay for your own bill.
You're a fucking asshole. Like, I have no problem.
You know, this dude probably watched 2.5 hours of Andrew Tate podcast clips to get amped up for the epic close to take this girl back to her room.
Grip her up by the neck. Shut up, bitch!
And he totally fucking blew it. Like, he didn't even have a decent comeback. You know what I mean? When she says, oh, I don't think you're not allowed to walk back to my room, like, that's clearly bullshit. But at least come up with something clever like, well, I've been breaking rules my whole life, baby girl. Might have gotten a laugh out of her. Who knows? Even if it didn't work, it would have been funny. But instead, you're like, oh, I get it. No, I get it. Yeah. No, you just want a free meal, like big time incel vibes. So over the years in my posting to this YouTube channel, in some of the shit I've seen, I always wonder what goes through people's heads and what makes them want to share certain things. Like a lot of the clips we look at are involuntary clips, people recording in public or whatever, but oftentimes we come across clips of people that willingly put that shit on the internet, like the Home Depot meltdown girl, the recent one with the creator of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland's sister, who completely self-owned herself. And I've made the mistake in the past of blaming it on social media, but I read a comment that really summed it up nicely. It's not really social media's fault. This commenter says this: social media isn't to blame. People like this do not need any technology to be insufferable. I'm barely old enough to remember pre-social media. I'm plenty old enough to remember pre-social media. But these people were thriving on their bullshit then as well. They were just gatekept out of being visible to the masses. So the people associated to their world would suffer either way, but we would be deprived of the entertainment value. And that might just be it. It's not always social media that is to blame for the behavior of humans. It's just that social media has put a spotlight on the behavior that we didn't used to be able to see. And to that I say cheers and hallelujah, because it has allowed me to make a living for myself sitting in this here computer chair. And for that, I will forever be grateful. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you stand up out of your chair and hip thrust that motherfucking like button before you go. If you subscribed, it would mean the world. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.